So I'm pleased to say, as we come to the close, we've been joined now by Julia Graham, the newly appointed president of FERMA, to give her impressions of it. So Julia, how was it?
I think I'd sum it up with one word: quality. We've had an event in a fantastic convention centre, in a beautiful city, wonderful exhibition, excellent plenary sessions in a lovely auditorium, and some really high-class workshops, several of which where we had to close the doors because demand exceeded supply, which is always a good thing to have. Quality is my word, I think.
Okay, and it really felt like there was a good, rich diversity of people, both in the exhibition space and the speakers and conference attendees.
I think some of the feedback I've heard from the exhibitors has led to the impression that they're really pleased with the exhibition site. The traffic that they've had, they've said, has exceeded that they had in previous FERMA events, and indeed many others that they go to. So I know from that point of view they're absolutely delighted. Delegates, we've had good turnout at the workshops. I think we're probably in future going to monitor a bit closely how many people go to which one, because if we've got certain subjects where we are getting a room of 200 people full, which is what we've had, then we just need to understand who's coming into these events so that we can target enough space and the quality of events for next time as well.
And I guess more generally, I mean, this must be a great kind of launch pad and eye-opener for your own start of your 2-year office and thinking about how you're going to move your own agenda into 2014. Are there some things you take away from this?
Most certainly, and I think the one thing, to pick up one of the words that we've used for our event of inspire, what it has inspired me to think about are the things that I would like to focus on, and I picked out 3 words which I think sum up my emphasis for the next 2 years, and that is the profession. We talked an awful lot this week about certification, about new skills that people coming into the sector need in issues like cyber, for example. The other subject for me is diversity. We're a very diverse association with 22 member associations. We need to make sure that we reflect all of them in what we do, but also the subject of diversity in many other areas, including gender, has popped up this week. And I've been absolutely overwhelmed at the number of women in risk and insurance who've come up to me at various times during the 3 days, but also particularly after the ladies' lunch, to say we'd like to get involved. So absolutely, I'm overwhelmed actually by the number of people who said they want to do more for FERMA, and I put down a goal in my closing comments that wouldn't it be nice to see a woman in each of the 3 panels on the stage when we're at the next forum, rather than just one. And I think if we achieve that will be a great thing to do. And then last but not least, innovation. A lot of the language and conversations this week has been about modernisation, old out-of-date wordings. I think all the people here this week will have left with a message that we need to modernise and innovate, but without destroying the wonderful foundation of managing risk and insurance that we all have. So building on that, perhaps with a little bit more innovative thinking in the way that we go about things.
Well, certainly there were 2 very key threads in all the interviews we've carried out over the time here that I think resonate with that. One was about regenerating the talent pool within the industry and bringing and encouraging people into it in the first instance and making this area a place people that want to work at. And the other is that big data. It is the fact that the world is changing enormously. So I just gave a couple of closing views about that.
I heard a couple of comments this week saying insurance is a bit boring. I couldn't disagree with that more, actually. It's risk and insurance is a career that is fascinating, and has given me a wonderful career myself, and I know a lot of the people here this week share that view. Data, we've almost got so much we don't know what to do with it, so it comes back to the innovation again of thinking and using technology and data mining in a way that actually makes that data work for us much better than perhaps it does.
Well, thank you, Julia. It's very kind of you to take
some
time out, and good luck with your 2-year
Yes, I've got
office.
The message it's going to be busy, so I'm recharging my batteries so that I can hit the ground running, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, well, I'm sure on behalf of everybody involved in FERMA, we wish you well and thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.